Have a great day, everyone. My name is Dingal, taking the Bachelor of Elementary Education, major in Generalist, Section 2I. Today, we will be having a teaching demonstration for English. This is my 4 ASCB detailed lesson plan and the topic of context clues. So let's proceed to my actual teaching demonstration. Good afternoon, class. Before we start our discussion for today, please stand up for the prayer to be led by Miss Dingal. Okay? In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you, Miss Dingal. So once again, good morning. Before you take a seat, kindly pick up some pieces of paper on the floor, behind you, or anywhere. Okay, very good. Very good. Everyone settle down. First, let me check your attendance. Okay? The secretary should check the attendance who is present. Okay. All of you are present. Perfect. Congratulations. You are all here. So I would like to ask somebody. Okay, Miss Melanie, how's your day today? Okay? Very good. Miss Melgo, how's your day today? Oh, exactly. Okay. Oh, how about you, Miss Secretary? How's your day today? Okay, very good. Someone can recall and review what is our topic yesterday? Who can recall what is the topic yesterday? Okay, Miss Atom. Okay, very good. So another, Miss Melgo. Very well said. So let's start our discussion. Let me read the first learning objectives. The end of the lesson, the student should be able to define context clues, identify what are the types of context clues, and construct their own examples in every type of context clues. So let's proceed. Class will be divided into 3 groups. Each group will be given an assigned board. In your board sheet, you can answer it and identify what type of context clues being used in a sentence. It is definition, or synonyms, or the antonyms. And if you finish answering, please pass your worksheet in front so I can check. So first, let's count. Starts here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's assume that they have finished it. Okay, I will read the instruction given to you so you can follow me and answering it. Instruction. Identify what types of context clues being used in the sentence. Write the answer beside the sentence of the worksheet. Okay, I repeat, identify what types of context clues being used in the sentence. Write the answer beside the sentence of beside the sentence of the worksheet. So number 1, Martha is a curator. What do you think is a curator? Is a person who is responsible for looking after a museum collection. So what do you think is this? What do you think is discussed? It is definitions, synonyms, or the antonyms. So I repeat, Martha is a curator. A person is responsible for looking after a museum's collector. Number 2, etymology is the study of insect. Do you think what is to be discussed is entomology is the study of insect? So number 3, archaeology is a scientific study of prehistoric culture by excavations of the remains. Archaeology is the scientific study of prehistoric culture by excavations of the remains. Number 4. Mike's parrot was loquacious. So what do you think is loquacious? But Maria said very little. Mike's parrot was loquacious, but Maria said very little. 5 is carnivores. That is meat eater at the top of the food chain. So carnivores, that is meat eater and the tops of the food chain. So number 6, the gentleman was poorly, but his wife is thin. Do you think the gentleman was poorly and his wife was thin? So number 7, my best friend squandered all his money. His drinking and gambling wasted all his spirit. My best friend squandered all his money. His drinking and gambling wasted all his earrings. So number 8, while this is hardworking, he's indolent. Brothers spend most of the time watching TVs or sitting around with friends. Number 9, after seeing the picture of the starving children, we all feel compassion or pity. They're suffering. What do you think the compassion? The underlined word is compassion. So what do you think? Number 10 is, after a time, glacier is slowly moving rivers of ice form over the parts of the earth. So the underlying word is glacier. What do you think it? What do you think it is? So that are the questions that you need to answer. Please present your selective group. Okay. So let's assume that they have finished the activity. So class, what can you say about the activity given to you? Yes, Miss Aton. You have the point. Very good. Clap your hand. Okay, any idea about context clues? Yes. Okay, Miss Melgo, what is context clues? Very good. It is definition, synonyms, and antonyms that are the types of the context clues. Okay, lastly, what are the types of context clues? Is Paul, what are the types of context clues? Okay, same with Melgo. So, as what I've said earlier, the types of the context clues are definition, the synonyms, and the antonyms. They are 3 types of the context clues. So, okay, let's proceed to our discussion. Context clues are hints found with a sentence. Paragraphs or passages our readers can cause to understand the meaning or new or unfamiliar word. Okay, understand guys? Okay, eyes in front. Stop and avoid talking. Okay. Learning the meaning of a word through its use in the sentence or paragraph is the most practical way to build a vocabulary. Since additional is not always available when a reader encounters an unknown word, we need hints. We need hints so that the readers would not be confused what they have read in a story. Okay, next is a reader must be aware of that many words have several possible meanings. Alright, one word has different. Okay, understand? One word has different possible meaning. This word has a different meaning. So you can think that maybe only be insensitive to the circumstances in which a word is used that can be reacted. Beside, upon an appropriate definition to fit the context. So that is important. Another is, a reader should rely on context clues when an obvious clues to meaning is provided or when only a general sense of the meaning is needed for the reader's responses. Okay, alright. The meaning can be depend on how the context clues will be given by the hint in additional or when only a general sense of the meaning is needed for the reader's purposes. Class exclusion or what we call should not be relied upon when a precise meaning is required, when clues suggested several definitions, when nearby words are unfamiliar, and when the unknown word is a common or will be needed. In this case, a dictionary should be consulted. Yes. So these are the types of the context clues. Okay, Nilgo, these are the types of the context clues. In order for you to understand, here are the 3 types of context clues. So we have definition, the synonyms, and the antonyms. So first is definition. Definition. The author, yes, Nilgo, so read the description. So I will read the description, okay? So you should listen, okay? The author provides a direct or explicit definition of an unknown word in the sentence. Alright, you can think if it is a definition by seeing the signal word or the clues. Example, is or cold, is and are no. Is, because is defined as means or is referring to someone, something that is it. So we have second type of context clues. We have synonyms or restatement. What do you think? So the author who says a word having the same or nearly the same meaning as another word or another word in a sentence. So the clues or the signal word in a synonyms are the commas, the semicolon, the parentheses, or sometimes there even a word or that is or in another word are used. Okay. Lastly, the antonyms or contrast. The author uses another word or phrase that means the opposite of an unfamiliar word. So here are the signal word. We have but, however, although, otherwise, unless, instead, on contrary, or the other hand, while, and like. So be careful, class, for the signal words. You will easily notice what type of context clues to being used in a sentence, in a story, or in a paragraph. So you should be careful about that. Okay, alright, let's proceed. Since we're done with our discussion for context clues, alright class, we can now proceed to the applications. So you may go to your selective group. Okay. You're going to define the context clues and construct your own example. Select a leader and secretary. You will be given a manila paper and a pencil. So you will be, and you need to answer it and pass it to me if you finish. So group 1 will be the definition. You will give 5 examples about that. Group 2 is the synonyms, and the group 3 is the antonyms. Okay, understand. Alright, let's assume that their application are already done and they have already submitted. So class, how can you define context clues? Any idea? Okay, Miss Bernida, what is context clues? Okay, exactly. You have the right answer. Okay, another one. Miss Kaaya, what do you think is context clues? Oh, you're a good listener, spectacular. You're a good listener too. Clap your hand. So she got a correct answer. Alright, you've already learned and understand it very well. So what are the types of the context clues and what we discussed it today? You understand it. So you can raise your hand clear properly if you have a questions. Okay? Okay, last one. Last one. Okay, last one is Kakulanang. Okay, the context clues, they have they have 3 parts, 3 types. Okay, very good. We have the definition, the synonyms, and the antonyms. Very good, Miss Kakulanang. Okay, all of you are spectacular. You are all impressive. So clap your hand. Job well done. Since we have a lot of time, so I will giving you a worksheet and you should put a answer in the space provided, put a synonyms for each underlined word as it is used in a context, write your answer in the space provided on your worksheet. So here are the questions. The instruction is very clear. In the space provided, write a synonyms for each underlined word as it is used. In context, write your answer. In space provided, write the synonyms for each underlined word as it is used. In context, write your answer in the space provided. Okay, I will read the question twice. Number 1, his lucid lectures along with his clearly presented explanation made him a popular professor. His lucid lecture along with his clearly presented explanation made him a popular professor. Number 2 is their vociferous chatter made me wish I had earplugs. Their vociferous chatter made me wish I had earplugs. Number 3, he was so impudent to his mother that I would have punished him if he talked to me that way. He was so impudent to his mother that I would have punished him if he talked to me that way. Number 4 is the Russian are skillful at sending cryptic message. What do you think is a cryptic message? So, open to many interpretation. Our State Department spent day puzzling over their meaning. So the Russian are skillful at sending cryptic message, open to many interpretation. Our State Department spent day puzzling over their meanings. Number 5, the great flood of Noah's days was caused by the incessant. What do you think the incessant? Underlying word is the incessant rain that fell for 40 days and night. So class, in order for you to answer, you're not allowed to use your gadget inside the classroom. You can find any dictionary to answer it by giving the synonyms each of the underlying word. The underlying word are the lucid, the vociferous, the imponent, cryptic, and incessant. So I will be giving you a 5 minutes to answer. Since you've all done for tomorrow class, you have an assignment. Answer in your house and pass it tomorrow. Okay? That is your assignment. So your assignment is write 5 examples each of the type of context clues that will be 15 items. Okay? So 5 example. 5 example of definition, 5 example of synonyms, and 5 example of antonyms. So submit it tomorrow, okay? Understand? Okay, very good. That's the end of our discussion for today. Goodbye.